Understanding the TG WireCap's termination options. Note, please pause this video as needed to reference the graphics. The four different TG WireCaps, straight, 45-degree up-down, 45-degree left-right, and 90-degree left-right, create 14 different termination options. Remember, in order to pass the WireMap test of the TIA certification test, the same termination scheme needs to be terminated on each end, A to A or B to B. Additionally, when done correctly, per the manufacturer's instructions, cable end 1 and cable end 2 color codes will match, resulting in the correct pair-to-pair and pin-to-pin polarity. Knowing the difference and how to identify cable end 1 from cable end 2 is imperative to complete the desired termination correctly. With various exit options and various termination schemes, it's very easy for the terminations to get confused and done incorrectly. The easiest way to simplify the terminations is to keep the WireCap orientation consistent, meaning orienting them in the same format. This is done by holding the WireCap with the sticker facing you and the strain relief tabs down. Now the only variable will be the cable orientation or clock position of how we orient the cable to enter the WireCap. Think about it. What's the difference between up and down? 180 degrees or 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. What's the difference between left and right? 180 degrees, 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Additional videos are available to further explain and simplify this concept. Regardless of the cable end, prepare the cable for termination by opening the sheath via a ringing tool and remove any ripcords, bare matrix foil, core wrap, and/or pair separators if applicable. Separate the four pairs into groups of two. Put the blue and brown pair together on one side, and then the orange and green pair together on the other side. Then rotate the cable so that the blue and brown pairs are on the left or in the 9 o'clock position. When the brown pair is in the lower left quadrant, that is end 1. When the brown pair is in the upper left quadrant, that is end 2. The TG WireCaps can terminate either scheme, T568B or T568A. Some of the labels have a dual color code, but some do not. The 45-degree up-down and the 45-degree left-right labels are so small that they only display one color code, which is T568B. The only difference between T568B and T568A are the positions of the orange and green pairs. The pairs are arranged in the sheath to coincide with T568B. Notice that cable end 1 aligns the correct pairs into the correct quadrants of the WireCaps. Since end 2 is a mirrored opposite of end 1, we need to reroute the blue and brown pairs and then the green and orange pairs after they're inserted into the WireCap to match the polarity of end 1. Again, the only difference between T568B and T568A are the positions of the orange and green pairs. The blue and the brown pairs stay in the same positions. For each termination scheme, route the applicable pairs to the outside of the WireCap to minimize the effects of near and crosstalk. The pair routing options apply to all of the WireCaps: straight, 45-degree up-down, 45-degree left-right, and 90-degree left-right. Pair routing can impact the performance of the overall link. It is important to understand which cable end, end 1 or end 2, and which termination scheme, T568B or T568A, is being terminated. Knowing the difference between end 1 and end 2 and the difference between T568B and T568A is an important step for all TG WireCaps. If additional assistance is needed, please contact Panduit Technical Support.